tracking, charting, reporting, recording. What app am I supposed to use? Calories in versus calories out. How many calories am I supposed to even be eating? What do you mean I have to track macros? What are micros? What percentages am I really supposed to be paying attention to? This is so overwhelming, and for so many people, it makes them want to quit or not even get started. That's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Tisha with Keto Helpline, and I'm here to help teach you how to simplify and make some basic changes to what you eat so you can experience some great changes in how you feel. Now, before we get started, I'm going to ask you to please click that subscribe button and don't forget the bell icon so you get notified of whenever I put any other videos up. I'm not on a real set schedule for when videos are going to be coming out, and I don't want you to miss a beat. If you'd like to follow me on social media as well, I'd love to have you join in. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at the handle Keto Helpline. We also have a great Facebook private group if you want to get involved in some one-on-one discussions there as well, with a great core group of community. Love to have you there again under Keto Helpline. So now that that's all aside, let's go ahead and jump in and talk about how to make this simple. First of all, when we talk about keto, you mention that term to people and everybody already has an idea of what that is, what that's not. Most of it is based off of misinformation that they've heard, and they kind of already have a preconceived notion of what it actually is. There's so much information out there because there are so many different ways to do keto. And it really is a lifestyle change, and everybody is different. So it kind of makes sense that there's a lot of different things you can do. But I think the problem is there's a whole slew of keto police out there. They're going to make sure that you have to do it this way, and don't do this. And if you don't do it like this is going to be bad. But I want to talk to you about some basic, simple things that you can do that will allow you to start off walking down the path of being in a ketogenic lifestyle and eating that way and reaping those benefits without making it too crazy and chaotic. I myself love tracking. I don't mind the apps. I think it's great to see what my meals are and be able to see how much fat and protein and tracking my percentages. I love that stuff. But I also have a family, and nobody else in my family likes doing that. And that's what got me thinking, what if I could make this so simple with such basic baby steps that anybody could get started? And then as you are starting and you start feeling the differences and you start enjoying the process and you want to learn more, then you fine tune it. Then you tweak it. You make some more changes. You add a little, you take away a little. Everything's going to be a little bit different for everybody. And that's fine. But if you're so overwhelmed with all these things that you have to do that are so different and out of the norm that you never even get started, kind of defeats the purpose, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. So let's talk about first about things that 5 simple steps that I want you to start right away that will help you start with the ketogenic lifestyle. Number 1, cut sugar. No more sugar. You're going to order tea. You're going to order unsweetened tea, not sweetened tea, even if you live in Texas. You get rid of your sugars. You're also going to get rid of your grains. Yep, even whole wheat grains. You're going to get rid of your starches. You're going to get rid of vegetable oils and seed oils. So no more canola oil, no more margarines. And then I also want you to get rid of anything that says fat-free or low-fat. That's it. No sugar, no starch, no grain, no vegetable oils, and fat-free and low-fat products. Get those things out of your house, out of your kitchen, out of your pantry, out of your mind. Now that we know what we've gotten rid of, what do we want to focus on? Super simple. You want to eat protein. I don't care if it's vegetable protein or if it's meat protein. You want to eat protein. You want to eat healthy fats. Stop fearing fat. Healthy fats is what we're looking for. And in another video, we'll talk a little bit more detail about why. You also want to make sure that you're focusing on whole, real foods. That's pretty much the most important thing that you can be dealing with. We don't want to be dealing with the processed carbohydrates and the processed foods and everything with chemicals that you can't even pronounce with ingredients. No, we want to deal with whole, real foods. We want to stay hydrated, so drink water, consume salt. Yes, even that bad word salt that you're not supposed to consume either. Yes, you do. You want to consume it. Pink Himalayan salt, Redmond real salt happens to be my favorite, but you want to make sure you're salting your foods and you're consuming that salt to help you stay hydrated. Then you want to eat till you're full. That's about it. There's only one other thing if you really want to go ahead and jump into this, that I think is still a really positive thing for people to be able to experience. And that's for you to pick a 12-hour window. So when you're looking at consuming the protein, the healthy fats, the whole foods, staying hydrated, all those types of things, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you pick a 12-hour window. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. to 2 p.m., 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., doesn't matter. You pick the 12-hour window that works for you, and that's 12 hours that you get to eat in. The other 12 hours you just don't eat. You can still drink, so you can have water, you can have unsweetened tea, you can have coffee, you can have sparkling water, mineral water, things like that. That's fine. But that 12-hour window, that doesn't mean you have to eat all 12 hours, of course, but pick a 12-hour window. If you're a late sleeper and you don't get up until 10, 11 o'clock in the morning and you don't want to have your first meal until 1 o'clock, start your 12-hour window at 1 o'clock. If you're an early riser and you're up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and you eat your first meal around 6 or 7, start your 12-hour window at 7 o'clock in the morning. Pick something that works for you, find that 12-hour window, and stick to it. That's it. Those are the basic things that you can do. It's not overwhelming. It's not too much to handle. It's not too confusing. It's basic. And when somebody talks to you about what have you done to make yourself look so much better and feel so much better and have so much more energy, you can let them know. I cut out sugars, grains, starches, vegetable oils, and fat-free and low-fat products. You don't have to tell them you're doing keto. Not that there's anything wrong with telling people you're doing keto, but keto stirs up emotions. And what we're doing is we're getting rid of the bad stuff, the carbs and the sugars, which is what keto being in a ketogenic state is all about, turning your body from sugar burning into fat burning, which is exactly what we're doing, and focusing on eating whole real foods. And that's really all you have to do to focus on to really get started. Now, the next video, I'm going to go ahead and break down a little bit more specifics about what those foods are so you can really pay more attention to what kind of proteins is she talking about. What are healthy fats? How do I mix and mingle this? What about vegetables? What about fruits? Those types of things. And we'll get into all that. But right now, no grains, no starches, no sugars, no vegetable oils, no fat and low fat. Period. No fat-free and low-fat foods. Consume protein, healthy fats, stay hydrated, whole real foods, eat in a 12-hour window, and eat till you're full. And that's it. So I want to thank you for joining in with me today. Again, I'm Tisha with Keto Helpline. I hope those basic steps are something to kind of get you focused with. Realize this is not that complicated. This is something anybody can do, no matter your age, no matter your condition. Again, I will say I am not a medical professional. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm giving you my opinion and my experience from living this kind of lifestyle myself, along with my family, as well as other people I've been able to coach through their journey as well, that have worked for people that I'm sharing with you. So click again on that subscribe button if you like what I've had to share with you so far. Don't forget that bell icon so you can stay notified of my next video. And that next one, again, is going to be more specific on what you really should be eating so you can mix and mingle and decide what works for you on a daily basis. Again, making simple changes to what you eat to experience big changes in how you feel. I'm Tisha with Keto Helpline, and I'll catch you next time.